Hi all, today we are talking about copyright, and I'm starting off the lecture showing you multiple versions of Gaudier's Somebody That I Used to Know. Now, this particular song seems to be uh, very popular in terms of kind of source material for a parody. And I wanted you to kind of look through some of these examples, and there's definitely more of them out there, and really uh, any genre of music, especially popular music today, whether it's pop or rock or country or whatever, you're going to be able to find some parodies out there that kind of suit your listening preferences. The reason I want to start off just by looking at these examples here is because I think it's a nice introduction to the topic. One of the things that we'll discuss today is that the idea that copyright is not as simple as it is. You have your copyright owners and you have everybody else. Basically, it's complicated, and there are things that you can do to use copyrighted material that may or may not become basically infringing material. There are definitely things that seem like they would be an obvious infringement, and there are definitely things that might seem obvious but are actually probably okay. It's important to point out here that the only way that you can know with 100% certainty if something is an infringement is for somebody to bring that case to court, and then the legal system will determine which side is correct. So either it is or it is not infringement. And of course, there's shades of gray, in between there. So anyways, starting off, hopefully you've listened to the different versions of the video here. For the most part, if you've not listened to them all, I want you absolutely to listen to the original here. Now this one is the original video for the song that was published by Gaudier, and it's on their Facebook page. The second one here is by a fan, and so basically somebody took the music that they probably bought the CD or very much more likely today. They bought a digital download. They enjoyed the song so well that they thought that they would put together a little video with the song with the lyrics. This is very, very popular, and I would venture to guess that you could find just about any song out there in this format. The next one here was a Saturday Night Live performance of Gaudier. This one here is a cover version of it. Here's a parody, Star Wars. So if you're not going to watch everything, definitely watch the original. Watch a few seconds of this, you'll get the gist. Same thing here. Watch at least 10 or 15 seconds of this one, you'll get the gist of it. And then definitely watch the Star Wars one, and if you're not in some place that you might be embarrassed, probably do this one too. This one here, as you might guess, dog-faced on the original video. You're definitely going to start thinking here Dada, and the way that this is kind of put together is it definitely, trust me, it'll make you think it. This is basically, it's a remix. So the reason I'm talking to you here, so obviously in terms of copyright, the original is going to be fine because Gaudier is the copyright holder. Of the song. It's actually more complicated for videos because not only do you have the original recording artist or group, but you also have people like the video directors and producers, and all of those people are and the artists who created this backdrop. All of those people can have a stake in the copyright of a particular music video. Next one here, this is for sure. This is a copyright infringement. You can't just go ahead and buy a song for personal use and then post it for public consumption, whether or not you're saying, okay, look, this isn't my work. This is Gaudier's. This is somebody else used to know. I'm a fan. I'm giving them all the credit. Doesn't matter. It's still going to be copyright infringement, and I'm going to be teaching this class again, and there's a very, very good chance that this exact video, will be down by the time that I teach the class again in the fall semester. This one here, we have it, and sorry, it looked like it kind of stopped it in a funny sort of funny spot. It's posted on Dailymotion of the Saturday Night Live video. Is this copyright infringement? Probably not. Now, Dailymotion, well, obviously the original recording, Saturday Night Live, was not going to be an infringement. We have the original recording artist, and they're singing the song for. I'm sure they get compensated. I don't know how Saturday Night Live does these kind of things. If there is an infringement, it's based on whether or not Dailymotion has the authority and permission to show the video. This is one of those things that, as an outside viewer, we can't know the answer. Next one here, this is a cover song. Same thing. Is this copyright infringement? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know whether these people, the Walk of the Earth, have permission to license this song for a re-recording. If they do, then almost certainly it's not, because this particular YouTube video was posted on their band's page, and most likely they are okay with the licensing here. Generally speaking, it's okay for an artist or a band to do a cover song, just kind of for their own amusement, and maybe even for like a radio show. So for instance, or for example, if any of you listen to Sirius XM's channel, The Pulse, you'll know that there are a number of cover songs that they get these artists into their studios, and then they have them sing a cover song of somebody else. Now they play that over and over, and that kind of a situation is okay, but the artists are not able to license that for basically, you can't buy that version anywhere, because that would be a violation. So it's definitely not a black and white thing. It's not super obvious, but as we continue to go on here, hopefully you'll start to get some of the generalizations. And now, obviously, art, intro to art class for non-artists. I don't expect that most of what we cover in the class is going to become a big part of your life. This particular lesson is something that's going to be relevant to you, and it's going to be relevant to you pretty much every day of your life. If you use Facebook, if you use Twitter, if you use Pinterest, any of those things involve copyright and intellectual property. And it's important to understand what the generalized rules are, because there are some very serious consequences for copyright infringement. So then definitely watch the Star Wars one. This is a parody. Probably this is going to be okay. Watch this kind of remix version. I'm not even sure how to really classify it. Probably this is okay. But neither of these are absolutely going to be acceptable. And if Gaudier brought them to court, they may or they may not win an infringement suit. Now, will they? Maybe or maybe not. Even something like this, which is a clear violation of copyright infringement law, it still probably serves the band's interest to keep stuff like this out there, because it's basically free marketing. Now, if you look at the actual YouTube page. And I'm going to bring that over here in a sec. So here you can see this version here, which is again certainly going to be copyright infringement. It's got 25.5 million views, just about. So clearly people are watching this, and every time they watch it, they think, "Oh, hey, I like that song," and that's another chance that, or maybe they don't like the song, whatever. But that's another chance for the for the recording artist to get another legitimate purchase. So even though you might have some copyright infringement, sometimes these things are left in place for a while because even though it's an infringement, it might suit their needs. Obviously this person, well, very likely this person is not getting any sort of monetary benefit from this, and so there's not that much lost. Yet, look what's right here on this page. We have a link to the song, so you can buy it on Google Play, Amazon MP3, eMusic, iTunes. And so, if somebody watches this and says, "Hey, that's pretty catchy," goes to buy this, then it's benefiting Godier in some way. So it may or may not be in their interest to take these things down. Generally speaking, YouTube is actually pretty good about taking things down. They actually will search for copyright infringements and take things down that are actual infringements. It's actually kind of a wonder, as sophisticated as their system has got, that they're able to get 25 million views without having it yanked. But even if YouTube doesn't catch it, then chances are the music label is eventually going to find this, and they're going to request that it's taken down. So this is kind of the start of our lecture today. It gives you an idea about some of the gray areas, some of what may or may not be. What's going to follow will be a little bit more specifics, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the different cases that have gone through mostly photography, because I'm a photographer and I follow those most closely, but also because photography and music seem to be two issues that or two areas, genres that seem to be kind of more likely to be infringed upon than other kinds of art. So let me know if you have any questions here. Hopefully you've enjoyed the little videos, and we'll go from there.